Shalom, family. Hello, all. I know it's been a minute. I know. I told y'all, I had to work. Can y'all hear me? I had to change mics. Y'all know what's been going on with me. Y'all know that I have been working. So honestly, y'all, I've missed y'all. I had to work though. I had to travel for work. So I've been on the road for the past week and a half. And I'm still exhausted. I'm getting too old for this. So I had to go home to Memphis and I had to go and take care of some stuff for work. And then I had to go somewhere else for some other stuff I had to do for work. And then I had to go and visit the city that I will be dwelling in the next couple of months. So yes, family, I know everybody's like, Sister E, don't move to New York. All the disaster is coming. Just the disaster is coming all over the place. So y'all know me. It ain't just finna hit New York. It's gonna hit all over. So might as well go. But I'm actually going for work too, as well. I'm not going for just leisure, just moving for the sake of moving. I'm moving because of, work and all that different stuff. So all that jazz. So I had to go take care of that to kind of figure out where I want to go. And I visited a couple of areas in New York. It looks like, I don't know, it's between Manhattan and Brooklyn. I don't know yet. And I know Manhattan can be from Washington Heights to Crown Heights is in Brooklyn. But Washington Heights to my New Yorkers, Crown Heights is in Brooklyn. It's not Manhattan, but from Washington Heights to Harlem, East Village is all right. It's too expensive for a cubby hole. I can't do that. I can't do a shoebox for $4,000 a month. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So I'm just looking. I'm just looking right now. I'm looking all over. I looked in Queens, y'all. I don't know if I can do Queens. I'm like, I don't know. It's too far from everything, and definitely not doing New Jersey. I'm good on that as well. So it's between Manhattan and Brooklyn. I'm still looking. I'm still trying to weigh out my options, Saints. I'm not gonna be there all the time anyway because of work. So it's just gonna be somewhere where I lay my head and then back to work. Yeah, it's expensive all over New York. I will say that much. But I tell people this. When you take a job in New York, you have to look at the cost and ensure that whoever you working for can cover it. Cause yeah, I'm not no. But but yeah, it is expensive all over the place. It's actually no different than here. DC is expensive as well, or DMV overall is expensive. Um, so I think anywhere in the East Coast is gonna be expensive from and I gotta get my hook my thing back up again on my mic. Anywhere in the East Coast, from DC to Baltimore to Philadelphia to New York, all of it is expensive. Is expensive. So it's really the further you get up to New York is just probably a couple of hundred higher, but it's not like thousands higher. But and then it's key to it is knowing where to stay. If you try to stay in the middle of Manhattan, yeah, you're gonna spend a good grip. But if you find other areas, it's not that bad from what I've noticed. So, but I'm going, like I said, I'm going for work. So I will be out there soon. So tell Garfield to stay away from me. I'm just joking. Y'all know, hey, I missed y'all. Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Y'all miss me. I missed y'all. Yeah, Shan, I'm moving there. Let me say it again. I'm moving up there because of work. That's why. It Harlem is hard. Man, I went to Harlem. I said, now keep in mind, y'all, I'm country. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And people are like, oh, the crime is high in New York. I'm from Memphis. That's all I got to say. It can't be any worse than Memphis, where every time you cut on the news, somebody's been shot, somebody's been this, somebody's been shot, somebody's been stabbed, somebody's been ran over by a car. That's Memphis news all day. So now I haven't seen some crazy stuff going on a train in New York on the news. Now, have y'all heard about the story of the man putting feces in a woman's face on the train? I saw that. That's it. Now, God, I'm going here. I don't need no craziness. Like the woman was sitting there and he took a bag of, because I've been keeping up with the news in New York. And the thing is, you keep up with the news in New York and you kind of see it in DC. You see a little bit of New Yorkish news and plus YouTube. And I saw the woman was just sitting chilling. Like she just got off from work, chilling. And he had a bag and just smashed it in her face. And it was his feces. That dude went to jail and they let him out. I said, why y'all letting these nutcases out? I saw that they released him. I would mace him until his face was wet. Oh, what's going on, Harlem? What's going on, Mr. Harlem? What's up? But yeah, it was I saw that. I saw that. I was like, feces in the face, huh? you know what? Going there, I experience so much. I see so much. I get. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Somebody said to me, I hadn't opened my mouth or nothing. This guy looked at me. He said, "Yeah, you from the South." I said, "How?" I hadn't even opened my mouth, and he already. I said, "Do I look like I'm from the South?" I said, "I got to work on this." I wasn't country dressed. I had on jeans, a sweater, my little snow boots, kind of like how I would dress here. I said, "Let me get my mind right going into this city, cause yeah, these folks." I laughed so hard. I was like, "Do I look like I'm from the South? Is it obvious?" Um, is it obvious? How does it? He just said, "Yeah, you from the South." I was like, "I haven't even opened my mouth. I've been quiet." Yeah, you meet all types. You meet all types. I did go to this place called Decab Market Hall. I loved it. Yeah, I did break that vegetarian fast. I'm just finna let y'all know. I broke it. I broke it. I had to have some pastrami from Cat's Deli. I'm sorry. Sorry. I kind of broke that. And yeah, my job. So it was the father that sent me. I have to go for work. That's why I'm going to New York. My job. So they're paying for relocation and everything. So I ain't paying for that out of my pocket. So, but because of work, I got to do some stuff. So, but yeah, it's interesting. But I went to this place called Decab Market Hall. First, I enjoyed the fact that it was like one big building, and below you got in the basement, you have the yeah. I went to Brooklyn. I went to visit Brooklyn. I just checking. I went all over New York. I went to Brooklyn, Chinatown. But I was only there for 2 days. But I kind of knew how to get around. Brooklyn, Chinatown. I was trying to get to Soho and Little Italy. I couldn't get to that area. But I went last time I was there. I went to I went to I was in Manhattan part of the time. Um I don't know if it's gonna be temporary or long term. It's depending on what if I like it. If I don't like it, then I'm leaving. I'm one of those I'm one of those that I'll pack up and leave quick. Yes, I am too. I'm greedy. I love a good food haul. Now, let me get back on subject. So I see online because I'm one of those that go on YouTube and just research and research and research and research. And I ran across something that's called Decab Market Hall. So I looked down and I said, "Oh, it's a food hall." That's what I love about East Coast. East Coast got food hall, market halls all over the place. We don't have that in the South. I think Atlanta got one. Memphis definitely don't have a market hall because Negroes act like ninjas in Memphis. So Memphis will have a hard time having something like that. But they got them here in DC because I go to the market hall in Union something every blue moon. I haven't been there in a while though. I go to, the little market food places. So if you don't know what a market hall is, it's like a mall with food. That's all it is. And they have different types of food. Like the one here in DC, you have like different ethnic groups, their types of food. You have Ethiopian. You even have food from the UK because they do fish and chips. Um, and I actually like their fish and chips because it's cod and it's very good. Um, so you got that here in DC. Well, that's the same thing that they have in New York. They have like Cat's Deli. They have I can't remember all the names of the places, but they have a bunch of different types of places to just pick what you want. If you don't want American food, you may have Jamaican food, or Caribbean food, or you got um Asian food. They have a lot of Asian food over there. they have just different places where you can. So I went there and hung out. I went there and got some, food there. Um, and then I went to the movies and I went to see Death on the Nile, which was all right. It was decent. It wasn't oh man, I gotta check that out. Chelsea Market. Man, I gotta try that one out as well. Um, so I went to see Death on the Nile, and it was all right. It was, it was cool. It wasn't like, oh, it was good. But yeah. Oh yeah, them Jamaican beef patties. Whoa, Jamaican beef patties are heavenly. That's all I have to say. If you ain't never had a Jamaican beef patty, get one. Because they have good ones here as well in DC. But yeah, them Jamaican beef patties are just, yeah, they good. That's all I gotta say. Jamaican beef patties are just, they are a blessing. Angie Love, have you ever had Jamaican meat patties? Y'all, Angie Love is very picky on what she eats. That's why I'm messing with her. She ain't been eating nothing she don't know nothing about. She be like, no, 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 I'm not eating that. Angie Love does not eat anything. Uh-uh. She a real picky eater. So that's why I'm messing with her. Like, have you ever had a Jamaican meat? Them beef patties are good. The four-way grill. Yeah, I've had four-way before. And y'all, this is sparkling water. This is not soda. This is sparkling water. But it's good. I guess Memphis four-way grill is good. But if you go somewhere in Memphis called Willie Moore's Soul Food, Willie Moore's, it's one of those food places in Memphis that's inside of a old hole in the wall blues nightclub, and they sell food in the middle of early in the day and party at night. The food is fire. But but I'm telling you, y'all making me hungry. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I go to New York, I eat because this they got all the food there. But back to the original subject of Willie Moore's. Willie Moore's is fire. That's all. It's just a hole in the wall, and it's an old lady in the back that's cooking, and we out of this, but we got this. That's what type of place it is. Fire hamburgers, Tops got some burgers. There's another place in Memphis that has very good burgers. It starts with an I R. Uh, what's the name of the burger place in Memphis? I'm finna, I'm finna look it up real quick. It's in a hole in the wall too, but they got the best burgers. What's the name of the place, man? No, no, no. It starts with an R. I can't remember the name of it. Oh man, I'm gonna remember the name of it. What's the best burger place? Let me see. And it's inside of a store. I can't remember the name of it. I gotta ask my mama. But they got the best burgers. They got the best burgers. I didn't know Tops was in Florida. But yeah. Oh yeah. Willie Moore's is amazing. That's how you got to say Willie Moore's. That's how you say it. He spelled it the way you supposed to say it. Willie Moore's. You don't say Willie Moore's. Willie Moore's. They'll look at you like you're crazy. It's Willie Moore's. Where you going? Willie Moore's. Willie Moore's will make you hurt yourself. Oh, and then they got another place called Country Kitchen in Memphis. Hurt yourself again. They got turkey wings that be about this big. That's all I gotta say. And they sauteed and they just, whoo. That's all I gotta say. I didn't get that. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that's that Memphis Willie Moore's. That's Memphis for you. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. While I was in Memphis, I didn't eat a lot because I knew I was gonna eat a lot in New York. So I was like, yeah, let me dial it back. And I ain't finna go ham because I didn't get no tops. I didn't get Willie. Did I get? No, I didn't get Willie Moore. I ain't really get nothing in Memphis. I really didn't. I just went and came back and then been to. So that's where I have been, y'all. I have not, but I told y'all about 2 weeks ago. I said, y'all, I'm gonna be on the road. Let me go ahead and do these shows, these lives, and then I'm gonna be out of sync for about a good. I'm gonna be away for about 2 weeks. So and I did that. And I had people sending me messages like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "You." It shows you don't pay attention to what I'm saying because I said it about a couple right before we did the Law and Grace. I said, "Hey y'all, I'm gonna be on the road for the next week or 2 weeks, depending. I thought it was gonna be 2 weeks, but it was really a week. So and I let y'all know, and I had people sending me messages, and I was like, I'm sorry. They was like, where have you been? You ain't did any lives. Where have you been? That's funny. Willie Moles. That's how you say it though. Willie Moles or Willie Moores. Willie Moores. I said the R, but you don't. It's just you. Memphis people have a tendency to make two words one word. Willie Moores. And you know exactly what they're saying. But yeah, back to the original subject. Y'all know my ADHD. It's getting better though. But but yeah, that's where I've been. So I'm sorry, family. And when I do have these little stints, I'll let y'all know. In fact, I did something. Last time y'all heard my voice, I was on Shonda's live. Saints, I'm not dropping the link anymore. Send me an email and let me know who you are. Yeah. Yeah, that dropping that link is dangerous. Or if I drop the link, I need to see your avatar and your face. If I don't know you, but I'm not finna drop that link for a little bit. I'm not dropping that link anymore. It's dangerous out here. Somebody said you could drop the link. I actually did a live. I just didn't do it on my channel when I was out of town. I actually got on Shonda's channel for a little bit. And I ain't show my face because I was staying at an Airbnb and my clothes was all over the place. So y'all pray for me. But yeah, I ain't dropping that link no more. Yeah. Saints out here wilding out. That's all I gotta say. Folks out here wilding out, showing extra body parts. They don't need to show on television or on lives or video. Porn stars wanting to get airtime. That's what happened. Some man being a little pervert. Saints. Oh, I'm not laughing, but I was just like, when I saw it, I was like, wow. And the crazy thing is, I don't think he wanted anybody to see his face, and it was an accident. And then he accidentally, he didn't want nobody to see it. He may have wanted people to see his face, but he showed his face and other parts. Y'all, Saints is wilding out. Saints is wilding out. Y'all out here. So Shonda did live. I'll tell the story real quick. And she dropped the link, being nice. All of us do that to let people come up and, speak and come on the platform. Well, some Caucasian guy took the link, got on the camera and showed his avatar was his. Ta-da! And everybody was like, what? I caught it tail end. I didn't see it. And Shonda told me, go look. And I went, well, she didn't tell me go, but she said, yes, she did tell me. She's like, go look at the very beginning. And I looked and I was like, Oh my goodness. So I didn't know what was going on until after the show because I caught it. I think I caught it. I logged on after everything happened. But I ain't dropping no link. So pervert, if you out here watching, you're not gonna flash me. So if you want that link, you're not gonna get it. Find someone else. Somebody said his eggplant. Oh my gosh. Saints. Y'all don't do y'all don't do Shonda like that. Y'all know Shonda is sweet and she is oh, why did they do her like that? That was kind of jacked up. You do me like that, I'm gonna talk about you in your face and say, take the avatar down. Let me see your face and talk about you. No, I'm just joking. I ain't dropping the link no more though. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Angie had been telling me. She had been telling me, E, be careful with dropping the link. I was like, no, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. And she just kept saying her, and she was like, you gonna stop dropping that link. And I was like, it's not gonna be that bad. Yeah, it could have been any of us. Yes, Ivy. Yes. Showed his Vienna sausage, and everybody was astonished and bewildered. Yeah, everybody was thrown off. So that kind of threw the he. I'm gonna tell you something. They come in and create chaos because after that, the Hebrew community was arguing amongst themselves. I said, see, they sneak in and they create chaos. Uh, Frank, I'm finna block Blacktastic. He get on my nerves. I'm just joking, but well, what did I say last before I got rudely interrupted by Blacktastic? Um, but back to the original scheduled programming. I'm not dropping that link. And yeah, Angie kept saying, E, stop dropping that link. E, stop dropping that link. And I said, it ain't gonna be that bad. Saint showing who has and some more stuff. So I'm not doing it. No. Yeah, Pastor Kelly was upset. Everybody was upset. Everybody was genuinely pissed off. Like, for real, this is what you're gonna do. But again, he came up there and he created chaos. Like they always do. Folks come up there create chaos. So the Hebrew community was arguing. I'm like, y'all see how the devil just slipped in to make all of us argue. Ignore him. Don't give him any life. Just no, don't. Because he created chaos. But just by showing that little avatar, everybody was arguing about the Gentiles. I'm like, y'all, leave these folk alone. Let these folk bring who they want to bring on their show. Get your own channel. Don't do that. Y'all gave Poa Shonda a hard time. You give me a hard time though. I dare y'all. Y'all know I'm crazy, right? I'm like, do me. If I want to have who I want to have on my live, that's my channel. Don't do her like that. Cause y'all was giving my sister a hard time. And I don't like that. Y'all don't do that. Don't do that. Whoever she want to have, let them have whoever they want to have on their channel. If you don't like the way they look, just click off of that particular segment and come back for another program. But yeah, y'all don't do that. Cause y'all was cutting up. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself the way some of y'all was cutting up. I don't think nobody in this chat was cutting up. But y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I am going to do the Sabbath and feast days next week. Excuse me, y'all. Because I've been I have been busy all this week. Just getting back from work, getting back home, getting settled and working and all that good stuff. So I had to kind of, you know, get stuff together here. So and plus I've been tired, Saints. Around 10:30 every night I'm done. If y'all see, I'm a little sleepy now. Not quite though. I ain't quite got there yet. But yeah, I'm gonna do the Sabbath feast days on next week. I gotta sit down and really focus and getting prepared for next week. So I'll ping you. Let me know when you're available as well. But I'm gonna do that next week. And I need to finish the segment on law and grace. So all next week, I'm gonna go ahead and schedule all this stuff so I don't, miss it. So I don't have anything scheduled right now. It's just to let everybody know I haven't went anywhere. I just been working and I hadn't been able to do nothing this week. So and I couldn't really do anything last week. So it's been like a week and a half since I've done this. It's been about 2 weeks since I've done something. So I've had people say, "Where you been? Where you at?" But yeah, I'll do that sometime next week. So I'll go ahead and schedule. And thank you so much for your super chat. But yeah, y'all gave her a hard time. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. So, but what's the next thing I'm finna talk about? Have y'all seen the news lately? Who thinks one that we finna go to World War III? Who thinks that we're about to go into that? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3, I don't know. 1 yes, 2 no, 3 you don't know. 1 yes, 2 3, 2 2 no, 1 yes, 2 no, and 3 I don't know. It's some threes. Some threes. Have y'all seen in the news that Putin, and I'm saying this now because Real Home I'll watch this later and laugh because she always laughs how I say Putin. But Putin is already reaching out to other countries to ally with him. One of the countries is Africa, and the other one is Syria. Y'all know if Africa teams up with Russia, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Wait a minute. He want California and Alaska. I didn't know that. Where you get that from? I want to see that article. But yeah, Africa and Syria. Yeah, in fact, what's so interesting is I just got through. Africa is not a country. A continent. That's the same thing. I'm sorry. The continent of Africa. Some of these people are very technical. The continent of Africa. He wants them to team up with him. Is that better? Myth, the legend is being very technical right now. So not the country, but the continent of Africa. He wants them. I'm gonna say it right. Continent. I hope I'm saying it right. He's reaching out to them to ally with him, as well as Syria and a couple other nations. How about that? I say that. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that. I said, if Africa joins Russia, that means trouble for us. I really believe it'll be trouble for us over here. Because you remember in World War II, when they were warring against Japan, they created those concentration camps in, I think, California. And they were putting the Japanese Americans in there. So think about if Africa teams up with Russia, what they really gonna be doing. So I saw that on the news here recently. Let me find it. We can have a little moment. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody got real technical. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Hold on, Saints. I'm trying to find the article. Hold on. I'm trying to see if this is the right. I don't want to give y'all bad information. Because you know sometimes these I'm trying to find it. I don't want to give y'all wrong information. And hold on. I actually saw it on CNN. Their news. Hold on. So it wasn't wrong. It came from CNN. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go to CNN. Hold on, Saints. Where is it? I had it on my phone. It was easy to find on my phone. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. I'll find it, y'all. Excuse me. I'll find it. And when I find it, I'll let y'all look at it. I want to try this article, but I'm kind of scared. People are shady with their information. Hold on. I might try this. I'm not gonna try that. This I don't know. I'll look for it. I'll look for it later. And I'll throw the link out there and let y'all see it. But yeah, I saw that on the news, CNN news. That let me see. Let me see. Y'all know I'm not gonna give up on this, right? Uh where is it? Oh, I know where I can find it. Hold on, Saints. Facebook. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all, I've been tired lately. That's another thing. I'm gonna show y'all this article in CNN. And I'll drop the link. Not the link, but the link to the article. I'm sorry, y'all, for yawning. I go to bed early now. Let me see. So I'm not gonna read the whole article. I'm just gonna let y'all see the title. Here we go. So it says Putin is calling in favors from Syria and Africa. It's a dangerous move. I'll play this. Is this the article? So what stuck out to me? It was one part of it. It said, so it says that, 24 African countries refrained from condemning Russia's invasion. So Africa is not responding at all. At all. So yeah, y'all read that article. I read it like today, and I was like, yeah. This is not good. This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good because if Africa teams up with Russia, it's going. I really believe it's gonna be a target on all our backs, our black backs. I said blacks. I meant backs, but I'm just gonna say black backs. Um, yeah, this is gonna it's gonna be interesting. I'll say that much. I mean, it's obvious it's about to go down. If people don't see that war is coming, they got on blinders or their head is in the sand. Cause Russia is bombing anything moving in Ukraine right now. That's just how it is right now. He going crazy right now. And I don't think people see any end to it. And even the US, I think, is scared. I'm gonna be honest. They trying to stay out of it because Putin said that if you do create a no fly zone here in the Ukraine, if you do a no fly zone in the Ukraine, that means you are a part of the war pretty much. So Putin is saying you get in this and create that type of sanction, no fly zone in the Ukraine, that means you are a part of the war. And the US said, I'm not gonna get in that. I send y'all all the supplies you want, but we ain't in it. Yeah. When he said that, he meant it. He's like, that means if you do that, you involved. And Biden like, I ain't in it. Mm-mm. That the president for Ukraine, when today, when he spoke to, was it Congress? He was literally begging, please help us. And the US was like, yeah, we'll give y'all money, we'll give y'all guns. We ain't going over there. We don't feel like Putin right now. We don't. And yeah, they trying to, excuse me, they are trying to stir the pot. Let me see. Why does my laptop not have any juice? I gotta take this to the store and get it. Hold on, let me take this to Apple, find out why my battery is constantly dying. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, usually I'm kind of prepared, a little prepared. I'm not today. I'm trying to. So much that happened. It's hard to find one specific article. Here it is.
Сейчас мы слышим.
Here it is. Oh, here it is. I found it. And y'all, if y'all want to talk about it, we got to start talking about it now. What's going on? Because in a little bit, I believe they'll stop us from talking about it. Okay.
Сейчас мы слышим, что нужно сделать бесполетную зону на территории Украины. Сделать это невозможно на самой территории Украины. Можно только с территории каких-то соседних государств. Но любое движение в этом направлении будет нами рассматриваться как участие в вооруженном конфликте. Это невозможно. Сейчас мы слышим, что нужно сделать бесполетную зону на территории Украины. Сделать это невозможно на самой территории Украины. Можно только с территории каких-то соседних государств. Но любое движение в этом направлении будет нами рассматриваться как участие в вооруженном конфликте той страны, с территории которой будут создаваться угрозы для наших военнослужащих. Мы в эту же секунду будем рассматривать их как участниками военного конфликта. И уже все равно, какими там членами они являются. Это, что такое денацификация? Ну, вот я с коллегами западными разговариваю. А чего такое? У вас тоже есть радикалы. Да, у нас есть. Но у нас нет в правительстве радикалов. И все признают, что там есть. Да, может быть, у нас есть какие-то придурки, которые со свастикой где-то бегают. Но разве мы поддерживаем это на правительственном уровне? Разве у нас ходят с факелами тысячи людей по столицам? Или по Москве, либо по другим нашим региональным столицам?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. So he said that, and I need to go get my charger real quick before I shut off. He said, if you create that no-fly zone, you in the Ukraine, you are actively participating in the war. I was like, oh yeah, he not playing. Y'all, he not playing. I said, and the US said, we finna create that no-fly. I'm serious. Yeah. Yeah, let me get my charger. Hold on, y'all. My laptop is about to die. Hold on. Which I can't understand why. Here I come. Oh, everybody keeps saying stay out of it. I don't think none of us. I think black folks is tired of fighting in these wars, and they promising black folks all this extra stuff, and then when our people come back, they go back right back into the racism and the lies. Like they didn't give our black GIs half the stuff they promised them. So yeah, I think our folks here are burnt out. They try. What's so funny is the African guy talking about. They trying to make him go to war. The Ukrainians are actually trying to make the Africans fight. That right there. He said. I said, "Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'll find it." Um. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on. Let me mute for a second. Hold.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. So glad you're streaming with us today as thousands of people flee the violence in Ukraine. Worrying accounts now of racial discrimination are being reported throughout the evacuation efforts. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees is now confirming to us that there are cases of discrimination in admitting refugees. One Congo native saying he was discriminated against while trying to board a train out of Ukraine. Take a listen.
They even told us, like, we are going to give you guns and you're going to fight for Ukraine. I said, hi, we're going to fight for Ukraine? We are not Ukrainian. We are black. So how can we fight? How can we fight for Ukraine? If we fight for Ukraine, we are going to die first because we are black. When they will see, oh, look at those black people. I think they are from NATO. So we have to kill them first. So how could they think that way? Come on. Ukraine.
Wow. Our ABC News' Marcus Moore with us now for more outside that train station in Poland. Marcus, I mean, here we are in the middle of a humanitarian crisis. People are still finding a way to dehumanize others, specifically others in need.
Kira, it is an ugly truth that is once again bubbling to the surface in the midst of a war, in the midst of a humanitarian crisis that is now unfolding here in Poland and Ukraine and in neighboring countries. And you heard from that gentleman there. He's 34 years old. He's lived in Ukraine for the past 9 years, originally from Congo. And he said he left the Republic of Congo for a better life, to escape the political situation, the strife there. And here he is once again now having to leave another country and is facing discrimination. Just a little bit more about what he said, Kira, that he and others endured as they tried to leave Ukraine. He is in Dnipro, or lived in Dnipro, which is just south of Kiev. And at one point on the train that he was trying to get on with so many other refugees, he said that the guards there said that only women and children would be allowed to board the trains that were headed west. And that then they saw that there were white men who were allowed to get on, but that the people of color were barred from getting onto that train. And it was a moment of disbelief for him, and certainly one of frustration. And he said that he would have gotten it on video, how the guards were aggressive, he said, towards the people of color, if he had had the time. But in the midst of the chaos, it was not his first thought to record what was happening. But certainly, as you know now, there have been a number of reports of discrimination that have unfolded in the midst of this mass exodus from Ukraine. And it's certainly very upsetting to him. But Kira, he said something very striking. For anyone who has been to that part of the world, and obviously the population is mostly white in Ukraine and in this part of the world. And he said that to be Black in Ukraine, that you expect to be treated a certain way. And so on a certain level, he wasn't surprised by what happened, but certainly he was saddened and frustrated today about what they all experienced.
You know what, if you don't mind, let's take a listen to another part of your exchange with him, Marcus, and talk a little bit more.
It was clear. It was clear because we are Black. That's why they were acting that way. Come on. We are Black people in a white country. We already know the way that we're gonna act with us. So for me, it's nothing.
Wow, that's amazing. It's nothing. You know, I wonder how many others are facing a similar situation, Marcus. I mean, could he give you any insight on that? Are you meeting others with a similar type of story?
Yeah,
There
he
you
said that if it was a person of color, man or woman, that there seemed to be a different experience for them, and that at one point, some of them were even pushed and shoved and beaten, is what he said. So, but in particular, he said that if you appeared to be from Africa, that you were subjected to clear discrimination, and even tonight, Kira. We have heard reports of incidents where people who appear to be from Africa have been harassed by members of right-wing organizations, even tonight, and that there was an incident where the police had to show up to near one of the border crossings to allay the situation that was happening there. Don't have a lot of details on it, but we know that it's something that has occurred this evening, and it gives you some sense of the climate here and what these refugees who are already having to uproot their lives and go into an unknown future, some of them are being faced or met with just ugly discrimination as they try to find safety.
It's tough to hear, but Marcus, we appreciate you being there and giving us the story and in an in-depth way as well. Marcus Moore, thank you.
So he said, "Hi." I thought that was so funny. He said, "Hi." That mean, huh? I love how black people when they make them little sounds or whatnot. But that was so funny. He said, "I am black." Yep, yep. They trying to recruit, and he knew. He said, "If they put me on the front line, I'm gonna be the first one to die." I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, I'm up late, but but yeah, he's like, they put me on the front. If I go to war, they gonna put me on the front line, and that's gonna be it. I got a little bump on my face. I just realized that. But yeah, he said, "Hi." That was too funny. That was too funny. Also, they got people in the U.S. going over there fighting. Um, they have made a point to say they got their guns and they flying over. I'm trying to figure out how they got guns on a plane. That's interesting. I don't think I don't think you can carry a gun in the airport. So I'm trying unless they got there and they using the guns that are already there. But there are Americans that's volunteering to go over there and fight, and I'm like, that's gonna be interesting. I'm trying to let Pastor Kenneth come up here for a second. I sent him the link before I say, oh, time to say good night to y'all. Oh man. Oh, you can carry a gun in your check bag. I texted him the link. I sent him the link. I told you I'm not dropping that link no more. I sent him the link by text message. No, no, you're not. Not dropping no link. Y'all saints don't know how to act right. I'm trying to wait. Pastor Kelly. Cause once I get done, I'm finna go to bed. I'm waiting on him, saints. I am waiting on Pastor Kelly. Um, not dropping it. No, 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 not dropping it. Mm-mm. He probably somewhere lurking in here right now. Little sicko. He probably somewhere in the back waiting for somebody to drop. Little sicko. That's what I'm gonna call him. Little pervert. Nope, not dropping the link. Talk about I dare you. I'm not taking it there. If Angela and them could block me if I dropped the link, they would block me. I am a little sleepy. I ain't quite got to super sleepy yet. Super sleepy means my words are starting to, yeah, slur. I sound crazy. I'm getting there. I'm getting ready to cut out on a few. Where is, where's Pastor Kelly? Cause hold on. Hold on. Pastor Kelly, where are you? Pastor Kelly. Now, where's Pastor Kelly? He asked to join. I'm going to talk about it more. I sure don't want to see no more strange flesh. Definitely. There you go. I was wondering where you was. I was like counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just joking. What's going on with you?
Hey, how's it going, sis? I'm trying to get my earphones. I was looking for my earphones.
I was like, I'm not dropping the link. So
Can you hear me, sis?
yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I was trying to look for my earphones So if you hear any feedback, let me know.
Okay. So what are your thoughts? We're talking about this war in Africa and they're trying to recruit, and now Africa, some of the African nations or countries, some of the countries in Africa are talking about Putin is kind of calling them out, saying, you owe me a favor, right? So, what are your
Well,
thoughts?
I talked about this a little briefly. I did a quick live about 4 or 5 days ago. I have a major problem with it because, uh, especially when we think about Deuteronomy 28:68, and I know so many have taught on that text trying to say that it has nothing to do with our people. But when you understand Deuteronomy 28:68, what it actually means and what it's saying is that Israel, in an attempt to circumvent the judgments, are going to try to enter into agreements with our enemies. We're going to try to enter into agreements with people that we know that the does not do not care about us, and we see some examples in the scriptures that I talked about, far as Isaiah chapter 30, where Israel tried to into an agreement with Egypt to try to circumvent the judgment of the Syrians coming. So the Most High had to really give a stern warning to, a stern war, excuse me, not war, but word to Israel because of what they had done. I mean, the very stronghold that the Most High delivered them from, now they're trying to buddy up with them, enter into an agreement so that way they can have usage of their special forces to
Mm-hmm.
circumvent the judgment. I said all that to say is, we see this pattern, from, I could speak firsthand from being a prior military. Many have gone into the military trying to uh, improve on whatever situation that they have. Me, I went in because things didn't work out the way I had planned for college. So I went into the military and took advantage of the military, then got out. But so many would look at the military as being a form of salvation. When we look at our ancestors, guess what? Many of our ancestors fought for the North. Many were forced to fight for the South, but we still had to go back into slavery. So those are just examples of entering into agreements, thinking that it's going to benefit us, when actually it made the situation worse. So I said all of that to say, with the whole situation with Africa, we see firsthand what they did to our people. I think you played some of the clips of the college students, and not, it wasn't just college students, but others as well that's in the area, that's been there for years. Now, when it's time for them to get out of there, they are kicked off of trains, they are kicked off of buses, and just so that way the Ukrainians can, the white Ukrainians can get on the train to occupy those spaces and
Mm-hmm.
let out. So, what they're not going to tell you, too, many of our brothers and sisters are missing. Not all of them got rescued. Many of them got missing. They got shot at and everything. And
Wow.
now we want to send military there to fight
Wow.
for a group of people that made it clear that they could care less about us. Fight
Wow.
for, or Putin, same thing. Putin don't care about us. He's a racist. If you go back and look at some of the things that Putin posted, even about President Obama, some of the things that he posted as like a holiday ad, or not ad, but display that he did in Moscow, mocking Obama being black. So neither one of them could care less about us,
Yep.
right? So now we sitting up here trying to fight a war or fight a battle that has nothing to do with us. Nah,
Correct.
let them fight. I go Godzilla on them. Let these kaijus fight. Let these monsters fight. Get out the way.
Yep.
Then to add insult to injury, we got a military vet, brother man out in Chicago,
Yes,
got a Ukrainian girlfriend, and now he talking about going over there to get in the front line to defend the country. What in the world? You got Chicago with all kinds of stuff. Brothers, your little kids shooting each other, killing each other. You want to go all the way over there?
that's so crazy. When I saw that, I was like, "Sir, go sit down." I saw that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's,
I, you know what I say. You hear me say this all the time when we talk. And brothers and sisters, I don't say this to put our community down. I'm not saying that individually that all of us have mental issues, but we as a people collectively, we are a sick group of people because the things that we do is contradictory to what we should not allow.
yep,
We allow so much, like for example, we so busy trying to fight against each other, but we got bigger threats out there. Now we're talking about going to a country that just blatantly pushed our people aside, told them to fend for yourself, and now you're going to send military over there to
yep,
take up on one side or the other.
yep,
Something
yep.
is wrong with that picture.
Really wrong. Very wrong to the point that it's just I haven't seen the video of him yet because I'm trying to stay away from it. The Chicago guy with the Ukrainian girlfriend, but I saw some of the news article and I was like, I'm not gonna watch that at all. It shows how sick we are. That you going, I mean, it's on the news and you see them kicking black people off the train, so he finna run over there. Wow. And they gonna put him in the front line.
Yeah. Yeah. Put him on the front line. Right? They're going to have him, hey, hold this while we all dip out.
And leave him standing there. And when
You
something
know,
happens to him, she gonna move on to the next person.
man, I mean, she'll get his benefits if they get married.
Wow.
It's just sad though. But we see that behavior basically throughout our history since we've been enslaved. We basically support the very system that don't care about us. It
Yep.
burns me up when I hear brothers and sisters praying for the government. Lord, touch this government. I just pray that you just touch this government. I pray that you just cover this government. Wait a minute. It's the same government that literally declared war on our community
Mhm.
back in 1918. And the height of it was 1919, which was the 300-year mark of us being kidnapped and brought into this country, enslaved. But you have, over 60 communities during a 2-year period that was destroyed, that was bombed, that was attacked, that was war. War was declared on. So we praying for the very ones
Yep.
that have made every effort to wipe us out, to make every effort, sis. And I was thinking about that earlier because Benea posted a video on Tulsa, rare footage on it, about 20 minutes of it. And you watch it, you have to think like, wow, we at that time 300-year behind uh, the white community per se, and yet we were still able to build outstanding communities that was thriving better than most of the white communities at that time. Decimated, bombed.
Yep.
They were doing the things that we keep saying. Hey, you know how I'm not, when I say we as a whole, you hear saying that why can't we come together? Why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? We had over 60 communities that did that and was bombed.
Yep.
War was declared on them.
Correct.
And some of them is the only reason why Tulsa is being talked about is because of the survivors remember some of it. They wouldn't even talk about the bombings unless the survivors, had it not been for them
Yep.
talking about it. We talk about concentration camps about other communities when there were multiple concentration camps right here in this country, in which well over 120,000 of our ancestors that was free died in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
So with this whole thing with the Ukraine thing, Russia thing, let them fight. You know what I mean? Let them fight. That's their stuff. We got stuff that we need to deal with.
My thing is this, and this is my biggest concern. And I was thinking about this because, Putin has been trying to ally with some of the countries within Africa. And if they do team up with him, I said it's gonna literally, my concern is they'll start looking at us if it ends up being a world war. You get what I'm saying? If Africa teams up with Russia, because think about it, if they team up with Russia and let's say a world war happens, I don't see Black Americans too eager to go to Africa to fight with their own people. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't think that they're going to do that. And I think that's where rubber is going to meet the road, where people are going to be like, no, I'm not fighting with my own people. No, I'm not fighting with them. And that's going to cause, what's up? You showing your face.
Yeah, I was trying to show my face, but I was trying to get my camera together.
You got a new microphone?
Can you hear me?
Yep, but you got a new microphone, don't you? Is that the same one?
It's the same mic.
Okay.
I'm trying to adjust this thing here.
But yeah, I don't see our people going over there fighting to fight with their own people.
Yeah. Well, this is too bright for me. Hold on one second, sis. I'm turning off one of these cameras. I don't feel like dealing with these bright lights.
You got a ton of lights, so. But yeah, our people ain't going. Can you visualize if Africa gets into the war and U.S. gets into the war, and they start trying to send troops over into that area, that region, to fight with their own people? I don't think that's going to work for them. I don't think that's going to work. I think that's where we're going to see our people just say, hold on, I'm not getting in there. I'm for real not. I'm for real not getting in that fight. I see the pushback there coming. Because we're majority of us now. You got it dark.
Yeah, I was trying to adjust it here. Is that better?
You good?
All right. Because it was just too bright. You know how normally I have my bright lights on, but I just don't feel like.
Oh, I feel you. In fact, I got my kitchen light on. I need to cut it off. But yeah, we ain't going over there to fight. I don't see that. And I think that's where the conflict is going to happen, is if U.S. gets involved and Africa gets involved and Africa is on the other side, our people are not going. We really finna check out of it. And like, no, we're not fighting against our own people.
Well, unfortunately, those that are in the military, they have no other choice. If something happened, they have no other choice. Why? Because they signed up for it. When you enter those agreements, you have to honor your agreement. You know what I mean? When I was in, and some of the things broke out, some of the people that our people were, like, hey, I didn't sign up for it. It was like, yes, you did. It's right there in the contract. So I faced the realities that, hey, I could go to war at any time because of not just war, but deploy at any time because of my role in the military. I could deploy at any time, anywhere. So I accepted that for 8 years. Once I got out, it's like, okay, I'm cool. I'm through with that. But unfortunately, many signed up for that. And I just don't see it going that route because, number one, if you really pay attention, Putin, Russia don't have the money they like talking about. War is very costly. And so that's why Russia's trying to pull China in as far as financial support. They need financial support. The reason why they're trying to get Africa pulled in is some of the countries in Africa is resources, is money, because it's very expensive to deploy those tanks, those that 40-mile convoy that they put out there. It's very costly each time an aircraft go up inside those inside that air and they load it up with those weapons. It costs. war is very costly, and they really don't have the resources to have a war, especially us. Even with the things that's happening right now, is going a lot longer than what they anticipated. They need resources.
Yep. And that's why I was thinking they need resources. Um, Even with the sanctions, they're gonna need resources because the best place outside of the Africa has a lot of minerals. That's all I have to say, and a lot of things that could sustain the other countries, even with the sanctions. So, but what I do love is some of the presidents in Africa telling Ukraine they not getting in the fight. I saw that article and I was like, oh, okay, at least some of them are standing up. But how long
Yeah,
will they stand up? That's my question.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was really upset when I saw some of the videos in the news of some, I think it was Nigeria that initially committed to sending over 5,500 troops there. I think they pulled back on that commitment, but I was really heated on that. I was like, what are they doing? Especially after what just took place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but they so greedy that they take they're taking they'll sell their own people. They need to stop. Our people are, like you said, sick. Our people are sick.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I think even with everything that's going on, I just don't see uh, this lasting very long. I probably maybe another few weeks to a month, but I don't see this lasting a long time. The longer it lasts, the more in favor it began to kind of swing towards Ukraine because Russia cannot afford to have a lengthy campaign there.
Yep. 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 So anything else before I
Yeah, hopefully, man. I think they should send them a ton of orders of those 5 hot wings that may resolve the conflict over there. I think that may do it. Just drop a big, massive thing of hot wings right in the center, and they may even forget that what they fighting about.
you know what? I knew the five hot wings was coming. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not bothered about you, my brother. You are special. You are special. I mean, people are look. So Russia's already in Kiev. Man, okay. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. Um I've been watching, like I said, I've gotten now. I gotta stop. I'll wake up watching the news and I'll fall asleep watching this. Actually, the news make me sleepy sometimes, but and then when I wake up, I see something new pop up. So, and they said now Russia is bombing the camps where the refugees are. They ain't not even fighting with the soldiers. They bombing it. The people in the some theater they were in, and yeah, it's getting bad.
It's strategic. Think about it.
Yep.
When they start attacking, doing those type of tactics, that's trying to force the hands of the soldiers and all to just give up. I mean, when they start going after civilians like that, that's trying to just break the will of the leadership. And like I said, I just don't see it ending. Well, put it this way: if it lasts longer than over the next month, it's not good for Russia. The longer it lasts, because they don't have the resources. But yeah, as far as bombing those areas, it's to be expected. It's to be expected.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna probably reconvene sometime this week, and we can continue talking about this. I gotta get. I've been watching, but I have not. I'm gonna be honest. I have not watched the news in the past 2 days, and I've watched very little. So I'm gonna try to get caught up and talk about it a little bit more because in a little bit more detail because I mean, even though we don't want to, we're not gonna be involved. It's still good to kind of be aware of what's going on and where this is going. Um. So
Yeah.
so anything before we close?
Well, I just say to the people, be encouraged. Just stay aware of what's going on. You know, make sure that you have uh, some extra supplies stored up. In case that rainy day come because of how things are just shifting with the wind. I mean, think about we just supposedly coming out of this pandemic, and now we're into another situation. It's
Correct.
like it's a situation after a situation after a situation. Just be prepared, just to make sure that you have extra supplies, whether it's rice, bags of rice, uh, you know, uh, things that could sustain you for a certain period of time, because that's where we're going at right now. I believe that the prices are going to start really continue to go up,
Yep.
and because of that, people are going to hoard more. And uh, desperate times, people do desperate things.
Yep.
So even if you have the means to pay for these items, but a lot of these items may not be available, even if you have the resources to pay for it.
Yep. Yep. Well, Saints, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I've enjoyed the conversation. I've missed y'all. I will see y'all this week. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. As y'all can tell, my eyes right now are just like telling the whole story. So I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm about to take it down too. Oh, real quick,
What's up?
I think you should see that new series From.
I want to watch it, and I've been meaning. Is it good?
Is good.
Oh, okay.
Now when I say watch a series,
It's got
yeah, because I don't just tell you to watch any series. Watch From. It's a really good series. Only thing I got kind of spoiled with Netflix. You know how you could just binge out on the
yeah.
whole series. They released the first 4, and then they put it out weekly. But right
Oh,
now, I think they're getting ready to release 7, episode 7. So the 6 episodes there right now. But it's some great nuggets in there that makes you kind of think about even some of the stuff we see today.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I might attempt to watch. No, I'm not gonna attempt to watch anything tonight, but my eyelids. So,
Yeah,
um,
it's really good.
once they
Only
says it,
thing you'll be mad at, because I was binging on it, and I was like, wait a minute, what happened? It's only 5. I was like, where the rest of it? And just so happened the next day they dropped another one. I'm looking up. I'm like, I know I got to be more than 5 episodes, and I was like, wait a minute, this is not Netflix, right? So
yes.
yeah, so it's
How long?
getting very good.
How long?
Huh?
How long is each episode?
Each episode is about 45 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Well, you gonna
So
have me.
it's about the typical without commercials and all that, about 45 minutes.
The title is. Somebody said, "What's the title?" The title is
From.
Prime. Is it on
Yeah.
Prime? What is it on?
It's on what's that, Epix or whatever.
Okay.
So it's not on Netflix, it's on Epix. But if you have Netflix, far as there's other accounts that you can have the Netflix overseas, so to speak, then you'll be able to see it. But that's a whole nother discussion. So, but it's on Epix. And yeah, they on episode 7 should be being released over the next day or two. But right now, by the time you get through the first 5 or 6, you'll be ready for episode 7. But I encourage you guys to watch it. Very good series.
I would just buy Epix. It's called Epix. Is it with an X?
I believe it's with an X.
Yeah. You can. I do this. I always do the a la carte. I'll buy a channel and buy it for um just to watch the series and then end my subscription.
That's what I do.
What's up, Dante?
Hey,
Dante,
peace and blessings, Dante.
Mr. Fortson. I got to watch it though. I gotta watch it. I've heard a couple of people say it's really good.
Yeah, I'm not going to give anything away of it about it, but it's really good. I
Okay.
mean, from the beginning, so far, what I've seen it's like it's really how can I put it? It keeps it moving. You know how some series it get kind of stale, and you start sitting there like, all right, and you just force yourself to watch the rest of it to get to the end. So far, it's been moving pretty good.
Okay.
Not too quick, but not too slow either.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it I'm gonna start watching it tomorrow. I was gonna watch it tonight, but then I was like, I'm gonna be asleep in about 30 minutes. So,
But you know what? It's one of those things. It's one of those movies you say you'll be asleep until you start watching it, and before you know it, you have like my eyes. I got my eyes is puffy right now because I binged on it yesterday. I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed, and before you know, it was like 2 a.m.
yeah, but though as heavy as my eyes are right now,
Yeah. So I encourage you to peep it out and let me know what you think. But I think that's a really good show to watch.
Major said, "Who's sharing?" Not Major's Majors. This is another Major. He said, "Who's sharing their login details for ePix?"
Hey, look, if you need to share logins with ePix, I think ePix is like 50 cents.
Man, that is too funny. You know, folks be like, "What's your password?"
You got to share logins for
Man.
ePix.
Because Netflix right now is $1,000 a month. That's what it feel like.
Oh man, and you really don't have a lot of series to choose from.
Yep,
It's like every now and then you get one good series, and then it just
dwindles
you
away.
start trying to figure out why do you still have it.
Correct. It's now become to the point where people need it almost, but yeah. But I have I cut out all the channels for like cable channels, and that's all I have is like Hulu, Amazon, Prime, because Prime has good stuff too as well. And HBO Max.
Well, I have and I'm working on it right now. If I get it up and going by the weekend, I'll put you on to something that costs like $100 a year,
Oh,
and you get all of that and then some. All the sports channels, all the HBO Prime channel, everything for $100
a year?
a year.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, hook me up with that.
Yeah. So my brother, when I went to go visit him down in Georgia, I was like, I'm like, man, where you get all these channels? He put me on, and it's not illegal or anything like that. So, but I'm trying to get it on a couple of my televisions here, and hopefully I can get it straight by this weekend. And I'll let you know and give you all the information, and you can reach out to them, the company, and they can get you up and going.
Okay, cool. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Oh yeah, there was an earthquake. I saw that an earthquake in Japan, and it was like 7.3. So yeah.
Man, they crazy. The guy was riding a motorcycle during the earth. I'm seeing footage of it. It's like, wait a minute. You know they're used to it. If you could ride a motorcycle and it's an earthquake, and he's riding a motorcycle, earthquake, and then the lights go out.
You know what? I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm done now. I'm done. Are you serious? Now I'm gonna find that and see if I can see it on YouTube so I can laugh. Because
I'm serious. I was watching it probably about an hour and a half ago. I was like, wait a minute. And it kind of reminded me when I was over. It's like they ride through anything.
Man, that
You
sounds
know
like
what I mean?
it sounds like these folks in DC with their bikes, they motorcycles, they ride through anything.
Man, they deliver you something in a heartbeat.
Everybody's like, please share. They want to know about that $100 a month. It's not a month; it's for a year. Isn't it $100 for a year? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't share it yet until I get me going, right? Before you know how it goes.
Yeah, like let me go first, and then after that.
Yeah, you ever tell somebody about something like, hey, such and such place got this going on, and everybody flock over it, and by the time you get there,
it ain't nothing.
You done missed out on it.
Yep. That is too funny.
So sorry, family. I gotta look out for house first. then I'll tell you guys about it once I get my subscription going, and then since E get her subscription going, then I'll share it publicly. Then you guys can go there.
And don't be harassing me in emails. I'm just joking. Like, you don't do it. I know Sister E will. No.
Yeah, but I'm like you, sis. My eyes, you already can tell my eyes. My eyes is barely open. So, and before you know it, I start bringing up stuff like that don't even matter.
Don't go get your cell phones. Just don't go get all them cell phones. We good.
Man, yeah, you start having me picking up an Atari 2600, ColecoVision, and all that just out of the
Oh
clear
my
blue.
gosh. You said Atari. I hadn't seen, yeah.
Yeah, I had the 2600. With the Pac-Man that just only faced one direction.
Correct. Did you have the one? What's the little hand gear that was like a little ball?
Yeah, that was the ball was to play defender.
Yes.
Yeah, so I had the ball with the little button on it. So you play. Yeah, I had all of that.
Oh wow.
So yeah. When I start getting a little sleep, you start have me pull up gadgets. So I don't want to pull up on some of my old cell phones.
Don't. And then y'all gonna see my great screen go black, and they gonna be like E, and I'm gonna be knocked out.
But yeah, I appreciate the discussion, sis. But yeah, let me know the next time you're on. Let me know. I know tomorrow I'm going to deal with a big question that a lot of the non-Messianic brews they try to go at with some of their discussions to discredit the Messiah. So I'm gonna deal with the what's the name of it? The Messiah from a Cursed King.
That's gonna
The
be
Messiah from a Cursed King. So I'm going to deal with that tomorrow to explain and kind of knock down some of that stuff. And then I'm going to deal with polygamy this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to deal with polygamy this weekend because I saw some women that no longer are involved in a polygamous relationship now doing cash apps just to maintain.
Oh wow.
And it's sad because it's like you have these places that say that these guys are trying to offer a safe haven and taking care of the women and all this other stuff, but then when they decide to leave and come to their senses, now they're left on their own. And I saw a couple of posts about far as cash apps of women leaving a polygamous relationship, and now they have to do cash app to try to sustain.
Wow.
Don't have a single dime. So I'm going to deal with that this Saturday night.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put some clips together, and I'll shoot you the screen prints of one of the ones that I came across. And if you're interested in joining the discussion, let me know. But I'm going to deal with some of that, the harsh realities of dealing with those groups. And she literally says in this particular cash app that she walked away from a cult.
Now.
What's that, sis?
I was saying thanks for the super chat. Somebody had super chat, and I was saying thank you.
Okay, but yeah, but that's what I'm going to deal with this weekend. And if you want to join in on the discussion, just let me know.
Cool.
And I have to send you where I'm at with the road to Savannah too. I have like almost an hour done.
Okay.
So I have a little bit more that I want to do before I release it. Got some special guests that's going to be on it, but it's really hard hitting. I'll shoot you the link on that. And that's pretty much all that I have going on.
Cool. Well, we cannot wait. Thank you for coming on, and let me know. Like I said, I don't think I have anything Saturday. I was going to continue on with the other segments I've been doing, but I'm going to start on that next week. Just give myself enough time to get some stuff prepared and get some people lined up. So, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see y'all. I'm finna go ahead and cut it now because I'm getting sleepy, real sleepy, and I'm starting to talk over myself. So I'll see y'all this week, and thanks for joining us. Good night, y'all.
Good night, family.